Greetings, everyone. This video is a test/review of the Cherry Home Electric Kettle model EK01. First off, this is not an endorsement of anything or whatever. I just happened to find the kettle when I was cleaning out a storage area, and then I was thinking about it. I think I got this about a year and a half back. It was at some gift exchange thing, and yeah, about 18 months ago, and it's stuck in a drawer, and it's been there ever since. I've not used it, so I decided to go ahead and test this thing to see how it works. It's kind of like what I would call a travel kettle, as it collapses down to a pretty small size. It could fit in a suitcase fairly easy. For that reason, it could be very useful, especially if you're doing any car traveling or road trips. Probably still a little heavy, a little big for airplanes, so. I can remember a few road trips where it was all but impossible to find some hot water in the early morning hours for my coffee, as I'm usually up and about before anyone else, including the maintenance staff, so this could have alleviated that particular issue. Even though I'm a morning person, I still need that first cup of coffee, man, or I'm just going to be a grump. All right, let's get to it. Okay, doing a quick online search. Yes, this kettle is still available, and yes, the company is still in business. I know you can get it here in the Philippines. I'm not shere about anywhere else. I'm assuming it's available throughout a lot of Asia. I don't know. I don't even know if they make a 120-volt version. The one I got is 220 for this country. Price is in at just under 1,100 Filipino pesos, which comes out to about $20 US. Unboxing it, we got the kettle, we get the power cord. It's a standard power cord, some instructions. So a quick review of the manual provided the following information. All right, so basically what we've got is a foldable collapsible kettle. It folds down to 7.6 centimeters in height, and when you expand it, it's 18.2 centimeters in height, so more than doubled. Unfolded volume is 600 milliliters. Power requirements, 220 volts AC, no surprise there. 850 watts is what it's rated at, and based on that, I'm guessing it draws a little less than 4 amps of current. Once unfolded, you can see the 2-button menu controller. There's a power button, on-off, a menu button, which selects the mode and starts the heating process, and a 1-line LED display that shows status and temperature. The menu button has 6 presets. First one is boil, which heats the water to 100 degrees C and then turns the kettle off. Second one is warm, which heats the water to 60 degrees C for 12 hours. And then there's a milk setting, which heats the kettle to 45 degrees C for 12 hours. There's also a coffee setting, but there was no temperature or time given, so I'm not sure. I'm probably not going to test that today, but maybe. Boiled egg setting, no temperature or no time given, but I could pretty much guess as this would be required whether, now I don't know if this is a hard boil or a soft boiled egg, but again, something I'll need to test in the future. Maybe, maybe not. It's not like something I think I'm going to use. There's a dechlorination setting, which again, no temperature or time given, but this is sort of like a water sterilization, I would guess. Any chlorine out, maybe boil it for a few minutes or something. I'm not sure. Again, doesn't really specify. It just says it's there, and maybe I'll test it, maybe not, but not today. So those are the basic features. So let's go ahead and get into the use of this thing, okay? Okay, here we are in my kitchen. I got my 110-volt outlet marked. Uh, this is actually 220, but yeah, I do have some 110 appliances from the States. And I just need to make sure people don't plug them into the wrong outlet. Note these are non-grounded outlets. I wasn't here when they wired the house, and this is a cement house, so changing that's kind of fun. Here's the basic kettle. Folds down to nice small size. So here's the folded kettle. It's got an extension for the handle as well as being able to pull the kettle up. It's actually not that big, so, and not that heavy. Here's the instruction set that came with it, your standard set of modern day cheap instructions. It's very tiny print. And here's the power cord. It's white to match the kettle. It's your standard power cord you'd find on a lot of appliances. So no surprise there. So for this test, I get my coffee cup out and I've got some Japanese coffee here. This is interesting coffee. It's like a tea bag that fits over the top of your cup. Well, you'll see it with the coffee grounds in it. So drip coffee in single serving style. That's what we're going to use to test this with. Okay, let's take the lid off. Took the lid off. There's a piece of styrofoam. Like I say, I haven't used this before. Middle plate in the bottom is the heater. I'm guessing the little round dot to the right is a temperature sensor. That would be my guess. There's a couple of handholds on the bottom to pull the kettle out and extend it. So we'll go ahead and do that. And we'll pop out the handle, and this is a fully extended kettle. Okay, well, now you can see the menu bar once you extend it down there on the bottom. And let's check the. Here's a more close-up view of the menu bar. You can see menu on the left, on off on the right, and then your pre-programmed boil, warm, milk, coffee, boil egg, and dechlorination settings there. You'll see how this works when we turn it on. So it looks like a fairly decent volume. It's supposed to be 600 milliliters. I don't think we're going to be using that much water initially. We'll see. So let's go ahead and add some water. This is actually about 400 milliliters we're adding. In the instructions, it talks about a do not fill above indicated fill line, and I could not find a fill line inside, but I'm guessing it's, as long as you don't fill it up to the top, will be okay because it will, in theory, boil the water. Okay, let's put the lid on and let's go ahead and plug this thing in. The plug's on the back side opposite the menu bar there on the front. And, oh, I'm going to have a problem here. This is a grounded plug. Well, I knew it was a grounded plug, but yeah, I'm going to have an issue. So give me a minute. I'm going to need to find an adapter. Hold on. All right, got an adapter here. Let's go ahead and plug this thing in and then plug it into the out. Got to remember this is 220, not 110. And once it's plugged in, we have the LED panel saying off. So if I push the menu, I get the lit. It lights an LED up under the boil, and I think that's the temperature of the water it's displaying there. Once I get the water temperature display, I got the highlighted boil. I need to push the on off to start the kettle. Okay, that's fairly simple. While this is heating up, let's go ahead and get my coffee cup ready. We'll get out my single serving drip coffee bag here and place it in the cup. And I should have timed how long this thing takes to heat up. Uh, we'll see. I can see that I can see the temperature going up. We'll speed this up a little bit. Looks like it's going to take maybe 2 minutes to get to temperature. All right, 100 degrees C. And I think I sort of jumped the gun here because I think this thing boils it for like 10 to 15 seconds before it shuts off, and I grabbed it too early, I think. Yeah, because it's still boiling. So let's wait like a minute. Ah, there it goes. Now it just turned off. Okay, so now we're done. Now we can go ahead and pour. So it automatically cycled to off when I picked it up. Let's go ahead and do a couple pours to fill up our cup. And once we get close to the rim, I'll go ahead and remove the bag, let it drain, and then dispose of it properly in the garbage can. And that's pretty much it. We made our cup of coffee. We boiled water. I know it's not much of a review, but hey, it's nice to make these simple videos every now and then, not try and do something earth shaking. All right, it worked. I didn't think it wouldn't work. I mean, it's pretty simple. It's a coffee pot. I like the collapsible nature. Yeah, I think it's probably a little too big for plane travel, but if you're going on a road trip and you're going to be stopping someplace where you've got power and you need hot water, this thing's actually pretty decent. 600 milliliters, that's probably maybe 2 or 3 cups max. It depends on the size of your cup. Yeah, I timed it again. It's about 1 minute, 30 seconds to heat the water, and then it boils it for about 15 seconds after that before it shuts off. So about a minute and a half to heat up your water. So that's not bad either. It is a 220 volts, so it's not available in countries that don't use 220 volts. And like I said, we got it here in the Philippines. I saw it advertised in the Philippines when I went and looked, and I got it as an exchange gift. Yeah, I think I'm going to set this up and see if I can find. I got a table over here on my left. I think I can probably set it up on. It's a little more convenient than running downstairs to make a cup of coffee. Plus, I got the bathroom right over there in the bedroom. So yeah, it's a lot more convenient than running up and down the stairs. So I think I'm going to be using that. All right, that's it for this video. Like I say, it was nice to make a short, fun video that nothing really serious or crazy going on. So thank you all if you watched. Subscribe, like, comment, you know the routine. And we'll see you next time.